Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a Salamander Pyrecannon build for Space Marine 2 Patch 13. And now, the Pyrecannon, just like all other burn weapons in Space Marine 2, now has a 20% damage reduction for the burn effect on bosses, and even though they did nerf the burn damage there, it is still very strong against boss enemies like Carnifexes and Tyranid Primes, and it's still a pretty good weapon overall. The main place the Pyrecannon struggles with is CHP recovery, because the contested health recovery here is just not very strong. So for that reason, weapon effects like the Plasma Pistol, Inferno Pistol are very strong here, and I do take the Inferno on this build, even on like the magazine capacity version, because the CHP recovery here is much higher than our primary. Now for the perk tree here, I do go down the bottom row first. This is kind of like a little bit of a different pick. Usually the top row is better because, first of all, you get more burning time, and burn damage is still very strong against hordes. And you also get more ammo here on top of stuff like Flame of Ascension, but down here is also pretty good for stuff like rapid health, and you also get some burn effects like perpetual cooling and stuff like flame protection for 20% less melee damage from burning enemies. So kind of your choice what you want to take here. I just go down the bottom tree for rapid health, but if you want to go up here, this is overall better. Next perk here is Divine Might, up here into the perk Potent Flame. Burning damage increases by 15%, and the final perks here are Heavy Immunity for no knockback in your heavy stance, because the Pyrecannon especially, this weapon wants to be able to just sit there and spew fire the entire time, and this will prevent you from getting like stun locked by weird Whip Warrior attacks and stuff like that, and getting knocked out of your heavy stance sucks ass in this game, so you definitely want this perk. Final perk here is Flash Burn. Enemies at a distance of less than 10 meters take 20% more damage, and that's pretty much all there is for the Pyrecannon perk tree. Now, for the variant you should choose, I do take the ammo reserve option here because the Pyrecannon is not very ammo efficient in this game. Even with the prestige perk over here, Auxiliary Reload, that gives you back ammo on a percentage basis every extremis kill or higher, that is still going to leave you without ammo occasionally, so having the higher magazine capacity, that is a pretty nice thing to have, even though venting speed is also quite strong. Now, for the secondary here, I do take the magazine capacity ammo reserve option on the Inferno Pistol. The Inferno Pistol is pretty fun in this game. They did buff up the gunstrike damage in patch 12. It hits pretty hard now, and it's also very good for horde control. Like, it's not like a super strong gunstrike, but it's much stronger than it used to be, and also feels pretty good. Now for the perk tree here, I do start off with the perk perpetual range first, moving here into the perk brace reload, and then I grab the perk perpetual range again to increase our effective range, because unlike the rate of fire version, this one has a lower immediate range, and these perks definitely help out. Up here into the perk of Great Might, over here into the perk increased capacity, then I take the perk Adamant Restoration, and the final perks are Extra Shot and Trick Shot for armor restoration every 30 seconds for killing 5 enemies with one shot. So I will say, if you want to take the rate of fire version, you can definitely do that. The CHP recovery here, because of the burst fire, is much better, but the ammo reserve option is much better for ammo economy, which the Pyrecannon does struggle with a little bit, so that is up to you. And that's pretty much all there is for our weapon selection. Now, for the perk tree, I do start off with the perk here, Restoration first, killing 7 enemies, rapid succession, restores an armor segment. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Armor Restore is still the best option here. I mean, multi-kill does nothing for you. Auxiliary Reload just sucks. Or excuse me, not Auxiliary Reload. Auxiliary Ammunition sucks. This perk is great. So Restoration is just the best option overall for us, which is why we pick it up here. Next perk here is Fortitude. Health increases by 30%. This perk makes you very tanky on the heavy class, and the Pyrecannon, due to that lack of CHP recovery, does benefit a ton from a 30% health increase, especially if you stack it down here with Conviction, so definitely pick this perk up. Next perk here is Overwhelming Power. When Iron Halo is active, all team members within 10 meters deal 10% more range damage. This perk is just a nice little damage buff for like using your Iron Halo. It can also stack simultaneously with Brute Force, because your Iron Halo counts as in cooldown while it is active, so you can actually go to a 25% buff if you want to do that. But today I'm kind of like goofing around and taking Wrath of the Imperium. Next perk here is Encompassing Aegis. All team members take 25% less damage from range attacks. This is a very strong perk effect, because range damage reduction affects your armor, not just your HP, and also a lot of classes like the Tactical don't have any real source of damage reduction, and Tech Marine also has a ton of armor restoration and his own range damage reduction, so stacking more on top of that does make him very tanky, so you can definitely take this one. Though I will say, if you want more ammunition, you can take this perk on top of things like going down the top tree here for increased capacity, capacity, because every single trigger of auxiliary reload down here is percentage based on your base magazine capacity. So because of that, having that with additional supplies will give you more ammo every single extremis kill you would otherwise. So just keep that in mind. Now the next perk here is consecutive execution, killing 7 enemies in rapid succession before equipment charged by 1. The cooldown is 90 seconds. Now a 90-second cooldown, a Pyroblaster canister, Melt the Bomb, Crack Grenade, these are all very valuable effects. The only thing I think is also good in this column is Adamant Will, because a 20% health damage reduction for 10 seconds on Iron Halo deactivation is pretty strong, but since I am taking Wrath of the Imperium, I took this perk instead. Next perk here is Obdurate Bastion. Iron Halo's durability increases by 20%. Now, I do think Field Adjustment and Power Regulator are better than this perk, but the reason I'm taking this one today is because of the next perk effect with Wrath of the Imperium. When Iron Halo expends all of its energy, enemies in a 10-meter radius take significant damage. This perk's damage is actually pretty damn good. You will pretty much one-shot Majoris once your Iron Halo expends all energy. The only problem I have with this one is that, first of all, if you get knocked over by like a Carnifex hit or like a super heavy attack from an unblockable and a Tyranid warrior, you will just have your Iron Halo automatically shut off, and this perk will do nothing for you, and you have to wait all over again for your Iron Halo to recharge. And also, if your Iron Halo gets broken at all, it will also just do nothing. So that's why we take Obdurate Bastion. But that being said, it's pretty good when it actually goes off, though a better perk effect is definitely like Brute Force and Power Regulator if you want to take that instead. Next perk here is Offensive Capability. When active, Iron Halo deals damage over time to all enemies within 5 meters. This perk is super underrated. It will wipe out Spore Mines, it will wipe out Cultists, it will wipe out even like the little brambles on the floor. Being able to advance and bramble is super nice for a Pyrecannon especially, and also in general, this perk will do free damage against Majoris and Extremis and pick you up executes occasionally, so a really strong effect. Now, for our Prestige perk options, I just take Auxiliary Reload because we really want the ammunition. Conviction is a top tier damage reduction perk, so you pretty much always take this as well. And the final perks we take are Indomitable Spirit for no knockback on gun strikes, and then like your pick of Exponential Force, Reverberating Impact, or like maybe even Home Precision if you really want to, or Duelist. And that's pretty much all there is for the Pyrecannon heavy build. Hopefully this build guide helped you, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to catch me live, ask me questions about the game, or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description alongside a link to my community Discord. And as always, thank you for watching, take it easy, bye.
The Codex demands it. My barrier intrudes. Searching rounds. Seize. Take cover. Failed that focus.
That was definitely a moment for the Pyrecannon. I totally forgot Heavy had a flamethrower. Most people did. The only thing this one like needs as a buff is a CHP regen.
Auditory evidence suggests the vessel is under great stress.
I could probably write a dissertation about why this one's worse than Pyroblaster, but like it really comes down to attack is better class than Heavy is. Hey man, binging your videos. I'm a tactical main. I was wondering, what do you think the best tactical build is? I mean, right now, Pyroblaster, Plasma, these will all do very well. There are a lot of bugs with crack and penetrator rounds right now, so they'll probably be patched, but I'm pretty sure like technically the best would be like burn with crack and penetrator rounds, or and all those lines with like Plasma. But the point is, that's gonna get patched next patch, or next hotfix almost certainly.
bite.
Right. This is actually screwed.
Intercepting projectiles. No Zoan folk can withstand us. Skitter to the grave.
SG, I need Fire Blaster or Cannon heroic ideas.
The bridge is
Yeah,
lost.
give me the Cryo
There's a
Blaster
massive
from
brothers.
Vault 111 and Fallout 4.
Route to the ordnance depot. Calculating a
Just shoot.
based on your report,
Just shoot Cryo.
Standing
Freeze
by.
enemies.
Be advised. The cruiser's crew managed to execute security protocols.
I know that Zoanthrope
before
went,
they were
or he's still
overrun
ore
by the
farming up there.
Xenos.
I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna
There is
bother.
no going back, brothers.
Talassa, commune with the main console in front of you to bypass the security protocols.
See, this is why I want the equipment loadout
Platform is
choice. That way I can just take a Pyroblaster canister every time with these. Maximize the RP.
Rally of the lift platform. Attention boarding parties. We have confirmation that Combat Squad Phaedrus is lost. I need a mission status update from all
I may have
remaining
to swap my
combat
gun at
squads.
some point here, because I don't think I can actually hit
Squad
the
Meriton Hill. Redirecting along newly advised
the one
paths.
section.
Combat Squad Octavio reporting in. Cyclonic armament secured for now. Talassa, you are nearing the reactor cooling hall. Report on its condition when you arrive. Heavy Xenos infestation present. All squads, we have updated our battle stratagems. Heraton, reinforce Octavio and protect the cyclonic armaments. Talassa, your new orders are to destabilize the reactor, cause a temperature spike, and the Tyranids may redirect their assault to you, buying Heraton and Octavio some time to prime the armaments. When you reach the reactor's cooling console, disable the emergency blast shields.
Oh god.
Incoming spore mine. Execute that one. Let them summon aid. We will not be faced with additional numbers. We crush the ravenous brood. Xenos is living on terror. Exterminate it. The foe wants backup. Deny it. Every last Xenos for the Imperium. Toss it crack. This war is not yours to devour. Searching round. Throwing anti-armor. No holding. Execute Iron Halo tactics.
Utilize console controls.
This tide of Xenos is ending. Fresh magazine.
Hold on, guys.
Armor annihilated to fury. The Codex demands. You failed at Hordes. Failed.
I may be required to swap weapons here.
Shields retracting. Warning. Coolant rods exposed.
But you be back all of your CHP when you use the loadout stations? Hold on.
Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods. Practical.
That can't be right.
Open
Oh,
fire
I guess
on
it does.
exposed plasma rods.
Oh, because I don't have fortitude on this build, so that's some cheese. I'm sure that'll get patched. Because my total HP is less. I'll do this. Interesting.
There is no stable ground. I am back on quarter reserve force. Zeno, take cover, steel yourself. More coming. Skitter to the grave, Zeno. Stop that target from riding fresh warrior. Now the Tyranid is extinct. The soil no longer trembles like the rabbit's presence.
Elements of the cooling rod array are clogged. Xenos acting as a plate of armor to target.
Keep them off guard. Reloading.
Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms.
Boom.
That silenced the Tyranid fire, shit.
I don't think my shit's gonna reach, guys. I'm a real chat. The Salamander champion we should have gotten. Just remember that Salamander pieces from the champion set are going to be in other classes as well. This game's customization is going to be nuts by the end. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
This galaxy is not yours to devour.
I'm at the point where I'm like, there's too much content.
That is the last of yours.
There's a lot of shit to do in this video game. Okay. The multi-multi there. Too much content, yeah.
No holding back now.
What the fuck? Parkour?
Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms. Target acquired.
Alright, I have to use this to clear out the base. I'm pretty sure I have no perks on this build. Huh. That's a little awkward.
Excellent, Talasa. You will need to repeat the same process at the second array. Access granted in the bridge console.
I missed double shot Melta.
Fresh magazine. Our adversary listens to the new Deny them any advantage. Watch your footing. Their attacks will shatter. Tyranid victory. Failed at Hordes.
I don't know what perks I have, but I'm pretty sure the answer is none. Yeah, alright. I guess we're just doing this section with no perks. You felt that.
Fresh cartridge.
So year 3 is confirmed? Yes, it has been for a while.
Eradicate every last thing.
People said it wasn't coming, but like, I'm just being real, guys. Space Marine 2 is probably getting content all the way to year 4, no matter what. Like, all the way until Space Marine 3 comes out. Space Marine 2 is probably going to get content just like this.
Temperatures at critical level. Plasma reactors shutting down to prevent catastrophic detonation. Talasa, do not let the reactors cool down. This cruiser will soon perform its final task. Proceed to the decks below.
I get my way. I grab my Pyrecannon again.
To overheat. The putrid Tyranids will never know what hit them.
Like a multi-melt to build later. For now. Probably do a Space Wolf for that. Space Wolves like Melta. They also like Pyrecannons, but
Sanctified maneuvers.
like, what's the best setup for Siege past Wave 20? It's brutal. I have a entire Siege mode guide on there. The best builds are still mostly what they were last patch. There's a couple changes, but I mean, Hayes is still able to go to like 47 yesterday. The main thing is like Tech Marine. Tech Marine's a lot stronger now because of those turrets. They also give him a turret boost.
Skitter to the grave.
Little turret upgrade you can buy.
Follow me through.
Talasa, have you received word from our brother in Combat Squad Heraton? His approach vector should have taken him through the technical underbelly. No transmissions from Combat Squad Heraton received. Understood. Be advised, we remain under heavy Tyranid assault. Expectation. Tyranids will withdraw from your numbers, allowing you time to extract. This is ill-advised, Talasa. If you do not bring the reactor to detonate, the cyclonic warheads will be wasted. Combat Squad Octavio will redouble our efforts to draw the Tyranids away from your position instead. Message received, Octavio.
We crush the ravenous brood beneath our wings. Reloading. That one's joining the third force. This galaxy is the doors to power. No holding back. Our foe's wretched forces grow.
That's the downside of the Breath Beam Imperium there. It's like, if you get knocked over by an attack like that, you're kind of fucked. Oh, I see the line these guys up and just get a good old purge going.
That silenced the two. The Codex demand.
Just being ping-ponged by these guys. He unblockable me, knocked me over into another guy. That was awesome. Also, out of my Wrath Beam here. Why there's so many fucking warriors? Holy shit. What is going on?
Crack grenade in play.
Okay. Getting ping-ponged. What is this corridor? Why are there so many?
You failed at ultra.
I need to kill one of these Owen ropes, but the other one decided to go and bubble up, so.
Throwing anti-armor. Xenos Hunter stalks us. Fresh cartridge.
We're dangerously close to running out of ammo here.
Galaxy's not yours for the power. Sanctified believers.
Alright, we gotta use the Wrath of the Imperium for real this time. And not get knocked over by the 50 bajillion like that. Okay, see, one dink is all it takes. If they've made it so your Wrath of the Imperium just run out based on one guy knocking you over, it'd be a lot better. Like, you're already waiting. You already have to set up a lot. Oh my god.
Administering stimulus.
This is awful.
That silence too much. That was no ordinary.
And Pyrecannon's not even the best solo weapon either. Definitely not helping here.
Keep them off guard. My barrier engines.
5th time's a charm on the Wrath of the Imperium.
Behold the supremacy of Ultra.
Why are there so?
Xenos tunneler below. Skitter to the grave, Xenos. Armor annihilated to blue. Fresh magazine. We have trampled the chittering pirates. Sanctified maneuvers.
That was a lot of guys this enemy.
Xenos Horde. A victory for the Imperium. Pack a little more bite. You failed that order. Failed. Searching round. One dead zombie. Closer to kill than this mess.
Never set that guy's damage. Might be harder than the actual boss fight at the end of this. If we make it that far with this much HP. Kinda sucks we had to waste a relic. But oh well.
Fresh cartridge.
Talassa, we have lost contact with Heraton leader, and Octavio is pinned down. You must destabilize the plasma reactor. Our brothers from Phaedrus and Heraton shall not have died in vain. Talassa, readying to overload plasma core.
Alright, we all AP back because restorative stims are there. Just like this guy and his damage output.
No holding back. That silenced the Tyranid fire chitin.
That Ravener, like when we were like pinned in a corner with the Ravener and the artifacts, the Ravener decided to like do a triple hit combo at the improper time. We were just cooked. There it goes. Not much you can do about that.
The Codex demands it.
Observation logged. Numerous dead servitors.
Attention. Authorized personnel only beyond this point. Provide sufficient ocular scan authorization in order to proceed.
A resto stim from the
Security
Emperor
protocols
himself.
dictate that only clade principal servitors have entry authorization.
Servitor can biometrics required.
Skittle to the grave, Xenos. Execute that one. Let it summon aid.
Objective requires eyeballs with security access.
Tyranid biovore. Watch for spore mines.
Check.
Checking remains.
Fresh magazine. Tyranid. Keep them off guard. Zoe, watch for Saki onslaught. Incoming spore mine. Wretched.
Scan the servitors for sufficient ocular credentials.
This galaxy is not yours to devour. Sanctified maneuvers. Fire on those mines! And the Imperium's Aegis.
Objective requires eyeballs with security access.
That silence intimidates foes. Reload.
Biometric security codes recovered.
Finally.
Pack a little more bite.
That shit away from me.
Load up. Inserting rounds.
Ocular biometrics confirmed. Maintenance grade Delta Mu 2839. Access granted.
Proceed to objective.
Maybe we give us a second relic.
Primary objective ahead.
Another one from the Emperor? No. Not that lucky.
Keep going forward.
That reactor must be destroyed. Honor our brothers. Honor our chapter. Attack from above incoming.
Fucking blows above in place. You failed that ultimate. Failed.
Aerial strike imminent.
Fresh touch.
Attack from above incoming.
Execute kingdom.
mankind displaying extreme ferocity.
Fresh magazine. Waste nothing, the Codex demands.
Oh, get salamander. You almost had me, you cheeky bastard. Also, that's 20% damage reduction, and this one when they're on fire probably saved my life there too. Wow, look, the build all came together to save my life. Look at that. The burn plus the damage reduction.
Prepare for rapid egress.
Be advised. The gyroscopic containment shielding prevents catastrophic plasma
Now we can
dispersion.
oral walk to the exit.
Plasma cores are now exposed. Caution advised.
Or we have Meltabomb. Meltabom's gonna do shit to that boss. Meltas don't do a ton to bosses in this game.
Mission deadline imminent.
Most equipment don't really.
We're tracking your signatures. Octavio and Heraton Leader are already on board. Our brothers prevailed.
Core detonation is now a mathematical certainty.
Approaching egress point. Hurry! The cruiser has begun breaking apart. We will wait as long as we can.
Reactor overheat egress. 10% of core integrity.
If not for your valor, Talas.
Does this hurt the Tyranid Prime? It may do that, yeah.